Good morning, everybody. Was anybody else's house freezing balls this morning? All right. It wasn't that bad. I know my husband probably wasn't too comfortable this morning. He does not like it cold for reasons relating to diabetes mainly. I mean, it was only in the 40s, the low 40s, I think, 42 degrees. Wasn't freezing. I mean, I had to turn the fans off, but it wasn't scorching either. So I'm on the fence. I feel bad today because I have to work tonight, and my niece, her husband, and my nephew's wife all have the same birthday. And I think I've only been able to celebrate a couple of years in a row, but I feel terrible just because, obviously I'm going to have to miss that tonight. But that's just one of the many sacrifices you make when you're trying to pay bills. They understand. It's not like they're not going to be offended if I don't show up. It's just, I hate having to miss out. That's all. But yeah, let me just get my shave going on here. Tonight will be interesting because I'm working with somebody who I have not met yet, so I don't know what his managerial style is like. It's been quite a juggling act, really, the last few days, just trying to adapt to this new company and their new their policies, their way of doing things. Trying to earn my keep and trying to find that balance between doing what I have to do, like, my tasks, and helping the customer. And one of the things so as I see it right now, where I'm working has a bit of a too many chiefs situation going on, just because when you're starting out at minimum wage, yeah, a lot of people are not going to want to take that job. I'm not in a position where I can be picky, so I have to take pretty much whatever I can get I have to take what I can get that I can realistically do. That's why food service wouldn't work out for me. Food service is a very fast-paced environment where you cannot take your time learning everything. You kind of have to learn everything lickety-split. So when I say I can't do something like McDonald's or Taco Bell, that's not me saying that it's beneath me. It's me saying that I have tried working in those fields and I do not have the skill set for that field, for that work environment. And yes, it is a skill set. That's why I really take umbrage with people saying, retail and restaurant work is unskilled labor. Do you have any fucking clue how much skill goes into working in those jobs? And I also get tired of the mentality of, well, that's not meant to be a career. That's meant to be a starting off job. Not everybody can do those bigger jobs. Not everyone can do these big careers, okay? These, corporate jobs or whatever the hell it is. It's like some people just have to take what they can get. And that doesn't mean they deserve to be treated like shit. But that's beside the point. My point is retail is where I've always had the strength. If I have to do anything like food service, if I have to make coffee, if I have to do anything more than sell a pre-packaged food item that I didn't have anything to do with making, I just can't handle it. And the problem is with retail, there's not a lot of options. But some people can afford to be picky. Some people do have those options. And of course, if they can take a job where they're getting paid $15 an hour as opposed to $13.67, they're going to do it. I mentioned in my walking around the trailer park video how there was a corporate visitor there yesterday. And while she didn't have anything to say to me because I'm too new for her to bother with, I know that the managers were on edge. So I don't know how that's going to affect me in the coming weeks. So all I can really do is focus on what I'm doing. And so I'm hoping that this person who is also a manager on duty, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's earned his position. It's just, I don't know. I'm so used to meeting a variety of egos when I work in any environment. And it doesn't matter. I go in there with being a team. I go in there with the team player mentality, but you do get some people who let the management go to their head. So I'm going to try very hard not to get stressed out tonight. I'm going to try very hard to do my part and get along with him, and hopefully he doesn't turn out to be a jerk. So far, I've gotten really lucky with the other members of management. But right now, there's less than 20 people working in this particular store altogether. And I don't know if they're going to hire more people. I mean, I think they're looking. They've got their feelers out. And the more people they hire, obviously, the fewer hours I'm going to get. So that's going to be an added stress. And the truth is, yes, if a second job were to pop up that would be flexible to my needs, I would jump on it. Flexible to my needs, and it has to be something I can do. This is just not a kind world for people who can't adapt easily. And the truth is, sometimes even the tiniest change takes a long time for me to get used to. And I hate it when people constantly remind me of things like, oh, we got bills to pay. Like, I'm aware of all those things and more. I didn't stop being aware of those things, but it doesn't change what I can and can't do. If we absolutely have to fly to work, it doesn't change the fact that I can't fly. You know? So constantly reminding me how it's necessary for me to fly. Like, I don't know, people are always so full of advice and suggestions, but they're never full of actual solutions. Like, people who suggest everything, suddenly when I ask them for help, they come up empty-handed. Because, of course, they don't actually have a solution. They just need to talk and say things, and they don't actually have anything useful to add. So all I can do is what I'm capable of doing, and that just might not be enough. I have to at least prepare for the possibility that that won't be enough. But I don't have a plan, and I don't have a heck of a lot going for me. I got really screwed in the skills department. But I'm going to keep trying. That's all I can really do, is I can just keep trying. I may drown, but I can keep trying. I mean, but you don't get points for trying. That's the thing I hate the most. You don't get points for you don't get points for any of that. You don't get points for landing a job very soon after losing one. But then again, when you win, you don't get points. When you do something right, all anybody can do is focus on the negative. It's a huge part of why sometimes it seems like I'm not doing anything, because I genuinely don't know what to do. All right, anyway, yeah, sorry for that depressing note. Like I said, going to do the best I can tonight. That's all I can do. I really hope to get along with this other person. So far, I haven't had any issues with the other employees, so I'm just hoping this guy is at least, you know, if he's a manager on duty, if he's in charge of making sure everything goes smoothly, I hope that, I don't know, I'm just trying not to get down on myself, trying not to let negativity, it's not even letting negativity get to me, it's just, I have to read the situation, and it's like, I've used this metaphor hundreds of times. If your house is on fire and you have a positive attitude, you're the arsonist. Okay, it's not possible to have a positive attitude when things are falling down around you. Nobody really has the solution. I don't either, and I don't know if a solution really exists. It's just, this is just the way the world is. It's just the way the world is. All right, thank you very much. Have a great day. Be safe. Treat each other with dignity and respect.